1, 2, you step out with the right. Then we're gonna go left, right, left. Left, right, left. Yes, good.
We're really doing two things at once. We're providing a summer camp that is geared around learning what musical theater is and musical theater storytelling with a full production at the end of it. We also wanted to really instill this inclusive aspect of it so that children of all abilities could aspire to be on stage, had tuition-free access to education, take down every barrier that could possibly exist, which is also why we hire 8 to 10 professional adults to perform in it.
Do it in a row, so like I do mine, you do yours, right?
When we do invite audience members to come, it's entertaining whether or not you have a child at camp or not.
Having the adult professional actors in this camp space, you can see all the campers are like sponges and they're kind of watching and learning. So I'm excited for the kids to get to see these marvelous performers and just learn from them.
I don't think anyone loves or enjoys auditions. They're challenging and it becomes kind of a personal journey.
Nobody gets rejected, nobody's not in the show, everybody gets a part, but you know, there's only one role of Veruca and there's only one role of Charlie, and every single person on that stage needs to be there to tell the story we're telling.
That was amazing.
Now I can't wait to hear the song. Can I hear the song?
It's a hard one.
Yeah, I know. I just can't. I have no idea where the music is. I want to party with friends full of laughter. I want a ton of ice cream. You've nothing to lose, so why not choose? Think positive. Ain't no happiness.
It's been really a challenge to find programs that offer an inclusion type atmosphere where children with different abilities are accepted and able to work alongside their neurotypical peers. When we found this program, it just was incredible.
Hey! Sharp dressed man.
He had previously participated through Saguaro with Beauty and the Beast. He fell in love with it and they invited us for Willy Wonka. So here we are.
Happy birthday song? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Willy Wonka, the Chocolate Factory.
Filiberto was born with bilateral hearing loss. He wears hearing aid. He's completely deaf on the right now that we just realized, so he can only hear us on the left side, and that impairs his speech.
Take a big bow.
Write my thoughts down in purple ink and think positive.
I've been with Soraro City Musical Theater for around 3 years. Before I did musical theater, I did cheer, so I always performed. And I feel like musical theater was just a better fit. It helps me with my confidence and kind of like stepping out of my comfort zone. Nina and Drew, they're like probably one of the best choreographers and directors that I've ever had.
If you could face in this way, that would be better. The other way. Yeah, that's it.
I suck at like dancing, and every time Dina like teaches how to dance, it's like always it just clicks. It's like the little things that always helps.
Now I want you to lean back. We've had 2.5 days of camp so far, and the growth that we've seen already in just such a short time is really mind-blowing, and like I'm so excited to kind of see, you know, where we're at a week from today. 5, 6, 7, like 1, 2, 3 down the line.
What's special about this summer program this year is our new relationship with Pima Community College, where we have added an internship, noviceship program where aspiring high schoolers and young college students at Pima have an opportunity to work with our professional designers that we've hired, whether it be lighting design, props design, technical direction, that they get to work under someone who's made a career out of it.
Here, let me fix yours, love.
We've got our set being built in the other room. Costume team is in the costume room building costumes like all day as we speak. Kids are going over there for fittings and like coming back, jumping up and down because they're so excited about they have a tail. They have to, get to wear a squirrel costume. But to have this opportunity that it's all happening here on this campus that we haven't had before.
Who can take a sunrise, sprinkle it with dew, cover it in chocolate and a miracle or two, the Candyman.
We have to learn the Candyman today. We didn't learn the whole thing, it's gonna be okay, but like having these moments in between where we need to celebrate somebody's success, and those things help us. They remind us of what the whole point is. Well, that was brilliant. Nice work. Any questions? We've told this to our teaching artist staff that while, yes, of course, we're concerned with making sure we have a show, that it's really not the first priority. The program is really about the joy of musical theater and making sure that the kids have a really special experience doing it.
Chocolate tipples, chocolate ruffles,
Theater tends to be a pretty great equalizer where there might be a child that has a very specific challenge. Maybe it's mobility, maybe it's behavioral, and then there might be a child that has no diagnosis to point to, but is really nervous about taking the stage. And the person that might have mobility challenges has no fear of going out on stage and has all the confidence in the world, and then becomes the support system for the person that wouldn't suspect needing support.
They offered the opportunity for Madeline to work with voice coach, to be able to learn audition skills, to be able to present herself with confidence. Music has just really been something that we've been able to use to motivate her to do the challenging things in life for her, which include talking and walking and all of those things that took so much longer for her to be able to do.
He's a patient of the children's clinics. His journey, it has been hard. They told me, be ready because he's not going to make it. And then you see him where he's at now. He's not projecting right now who he is. He's a little shy just like me.
Hey, hey.
But he can be really outgoing and fun. It's really nice to see everybody because you know them since they were babies, and people with Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, and it's just amazing to see them, thrive and just come out like out of their cocoon, like a butterfly.
If it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't have done any plays, and I feel like she's always just been my biggest supporter.
She comes home so excited, and she has grown so much from it. When we found Dina and Drew, it was just so nice, how supportive, and they brought her more out of her shell than she already is. I mean, I know that she's amazing, but having someone else tell me that my kid's amazing is yay, I did it. So.
Saguaro City Music Theater proudly presents our Theater for Young Audiences production of Willy Wonka.
Once upon a chocolate time.
A long, long chocolate time ago.
Your role is ensemble. That means that you're...
Soak it in the sun and make a strawberry lemon pie.
I play Phinia Trout. She's a news reporter.
We're here live at the home of Mike TV. Find her a fourth golden ticket. Here's Miss TV now.
I'm a kitty, Oompa Loompa.
You know exactly who's to blame.
Oompa Loompa Doopa-Dee-Da.
The pride that you can walk away with going I did something that was really hard for 2.5 weeks. And there were times that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it. And then they get in front of an audience and there is that accomplishment. That is a reward.
How we create this environment of inclusion where everybody's included, you know, because that's one of the most important things that we work on every day throughout this process of putting the show together.
Really just gives them an opportunity to destigmatize anything that they ever thought before they ever got into that environment. And it just breaks away in moments. And then, you know, we like to think that, like, maybe that's forever broken away.
Hi, I'm Tom McNamara, host of Arizona Illustrated. Thank you for watching this story from our show. And for more local content from Arizona Illustrated, just click right here.